Hi, it's Ken. Here we are again. Last month we announced the relocation of production because of the government clean air initiative that shut down all the factories. And when I did that, I thought we could start our production again really fast and deliver start-moving bike at the end of June. Obviously, I was wrong. I apologize, and I was overly optimistic because we thought we could transfer a lot of work that has been done to the new factory and start up again and just losing a bit of reset up time. But when we started the work, we realized we really can't do that because a new factory has to be able to stand behind the work, and they won't be able to stand behind the work because of some of the work that's been done by other people. So that means we have to start up and do the mold all over again, and we duplicate a lot of the work that we've done. Now, because our bike is quite complicated, all right, not only do we have the multi-curve, compound curve rear rack, we also have a fat bike with rear suspension. And this is something you don't see on the market. There are only a handful of fat bikes on the market that has rear suspension. And that is because it's very complicated, it's not easy to do. And a lot of work has to be done through trial and error to make it right. But I'm happy to report that now that part is behind us. We've finished the molds now, as you can see on our Instagram account. When we designed our bike, we used a software called SolidWorks. And what it does is allow us to simulate the load bearing that we need on the bike to optimize the design before we even start doing one real bike. And that's very helpful. But still, we need to check the design against a real-world test. So what we have to do now, the next step is take the bikes that we have built so far and take them for a stress test. We have 4 bikes built now, and all of these frames will be destroyed by the end of this test. So that's our next step. We're going to try to destroy these frames. Okay, and once we destroy these frames, we see where the weakness is and where the stress point is, and if it complies with what we've done when we designed the bike. And if everything is great, then we can just move ahead to mass production. But most likely there's going to be some little tweaks and refinement that we need to make to the bikes, which means we might have to rework the mold a little bit to fix those little things. And then once we got those fixed, we'll build another set of limited run, like a few more bikes, just to make sure it's all right. And then we're off to mass production. All these are pretty time consuming and complicated. So to the best of our knowledge, I think we have to push the delivery date back about 40 days. That's the best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, if there are a lot of changes that we have to adjust after the test, we could push it back to 60 days, but that would be the worst case scenario. The only good thing is we're finally back on track, and I can assure you that we're going to have a video update every week so you know where the progress is. We're really sorry about this delay, but as a lot of you have been reminding us over and over again that, hey Ken, you better get it right. Would rather you do it right than rush it out. And I think they're right. I agree. I mean, we only have one chance to do this right. I need to thank you guys for standing by us and letting us pursue this dream. Thank you, everybody. So until next week.